Human beings are creatures of habit, and often, these habits can become deeply ingrained within our lives, whether they be good or bad. While good habits can be helpful and contribute to our success, bad habits can have a negative impact on our lives, and breaking them can be a difficult and challenging process. So, why do we perform bad habits in the first place? The reasons can vary from person to person, but often, bad habits are formed as a coping mechanism for stress or anxiety. For example, a person may turn to smoking or overeating as a way to relieve stress, but over time, these behaviors become habitual and can be difficult to break. Another reason why we perform bad habits is that they can provide instant gratification. It can be easy to fall into the trap of doing something that makes us feel good in the moment, even if we know it is ultimately harmful to us in the long run. For example, scrolling through social media or binge-watching television can provide a temporary distraction from our problems, but they can also become bad habits that take up too much of our time and energy. Breaking bad habits can be a challenging process, but it is essential to our personal growth and development. The first step in breaking a bad habit is to acknowledge that it exists and identify the triggers that cause us to perform the behavior. Once we understand why we are engaging in the behavior, we can begin to develop strategies to break the habit. One effective method for breaking a bad habit is to replace it with a good one. For example, if we tend to snack on unhealthy foods when we are stressed, we can replace that behavior with a healthier activity, such as taking a walk or practicing meditation. By replacing the bad habit with a good one, we can address the underlying issues that led to the behavior while also creating a healthier habit to take its place. Another effective method for breaking a bad habit is to change our environment. For example, if we tend to spend too much time on social media, we can limit our access to those platforms by deleting the apps from our phone or setting strict time limits for their use. By changing our environment, we can make it easier to break the habit by removing the triggers that cause us to perform the behavior in the first place. Finally, breaking a bad habit requires patience and persistence. It is important to remember that habits are formed over time, and breaking them will also take time. It is essential to remain committed to the process and not give up at the first sign of difficulty. With time, effort, and dedication, we can break our bad habits and create healthier, more positive behaviors in our lives. In conclusion, bad habits can have a negative impact on our lives, but they are also an inherent part of human nature. Understanding why we perform these behaviors is the first step in breaking them, and by replacing bad habits with good ones, changing our environment, and remaining committed to the process, we can create healthier, more positive habits that contribute to our personal growth and well-being. Thanks for watching.